Democrats are sitting back going, "You dirty motherfucker!"
Yeah.
He's going to force it and be like, "I've got to do something for Trump. I got to join the empire." Shit.
We've had Ro Khanna on the show, and we've given him credit quite a bit in the past because when it comes to stuff like big tech, censorship, spying, he tends to be on the right side of things. I just think for a lot of these Democrats, they believe the corporate press when they lie about Trump and all this other stuff. So he's basing his politics off of fake news most of the time. In this instance, there's no fake news to be had. Donald Trump gave a speech and said, here's what we're going to do. And every single Democrat should be giving Trump a standing ovation for the executive order.
There's no way.
But they're hypocrites. It's like you were saying.
Again, rocking a hard place, man.
They can't give Trump the win.
Yeah.
Especially on an issue they've been passionate about for the last how many years? And now this Republican's going to come in and steal our thunder and do it for us? Hey, it makes us look incompetent, like we couldn't get it done. This guy came in 6 months and bing, bang, boom, got what we've been trying to get done for 20 years.
One of the great things about Donald Trump is he's changing what politicians in the future are going to how they're going to have to behave. Because he's shown that Republicans can come in and make significant changes, and he's doing things like this, showing that Democrats can do things as well. Presidents for ages, they've just been like, oh, we can't, or and they've made promises and not followed through. Donald Trump has made it so that in the future they're going to have to do something.
I think, we bag on what happened under Biden over those 4 years and say Democrats can't this, Democrats can't that. What they did under Biden, that's exactly what they wanted to do. We just disagree with it. And what Trump is doing, they're saying, the Republicans can't fix the country. The stupid oligarchy tour, and we're going to, I don't know the phrase they're using, but build back better. Like, what's wrong with it? What are you going to build back? What are you going to improve from what Trump's doing? Well, according to their model of the world, what Trump's doing is completely wrong. I mean, they just don't see through the same eyes we see through. So what Trump's doing to what their opinion, their model of the world is completely 180 from how they would do things, and vice versa.
You've seen how the corporate press puts the orange filter on Trump's face. Have you seen those photos?
Mm-mm.
Let me see if I can pull one up because
it's not quite that orange.
It's not. This is what's absolutely fascinating about the perception people have in this world.
Yeah, I'll say that.
Both pictures from @timcast News. Follow @timcast News.
So petty. I mean, just liberals are just such children.
And they all do this. Look, both pictures are from the White House press conference. This was on the 12th. The orange filter the fake news media places on Trump is insane. Here's Trump, and I was watching this on TV. And I have met this man in person on more than one occasion. His face is not bright orange. He clearly does have a spray tan, sure. But it's more like that. Not like that.
No. But that's nice.
Look at the edges of his face. It looks like they used Photoshop to actually cut out his face. And then
it stops start right there next to his ear.
I do think that Trump has a spray tan. I think that's actually.
Yeah, for sure he does.
But look, man, it's not the first time they've been accused of doing this. That it appears absolutely the case. They consistently do it.
Well, the numbers are down at 25%, so it gives a shit how hard they try. You're going to the fucking tank.
But so this is the problem. When Donald Trump comes out and says, we're going to lower drug prices, Democrats should be clapping, saying, it's about time Trump did something we wanted to see done. But what the corporate press makes sure of is that all of these people that are Democrat voters, they see a clown with a bright orange face, and they pull him out of context and lie about what he's doing. And then, of course, what the Democrats are actually doing now, like Elizabeth Warren, they're just going on TV, and instead of telling their constituents what Trump wants to do, they're saying, don't listen to Trump, he's a liar. He wants to cut your medical benefits.
It's the same playbook for decades. They were saying this shit back in the Clinton days. When it was Clinton and Bush. They were saying that shit, back in the 90s. It's the same playbook, just regurgitated 30 years later.
It's all the same scare tactics because, and especially when it comes to stuff like Medicaid, the boomers are the most reliable voting bloc. So if you can scare the boomers into believing something, and it's
been used so much though. It is the boy that cried wolf, and we're all about sequel number 8.
I think that the fact that
it's fresh as a Foghat concert.
I think the fact that there's too many people that can't afford to lose their Medicare and Medicaid benefits, where it's not worth the risk. They're like, look, maybe they won't, maybe they have been saying this forever, but if this guy actually does, I'm totally screwed. And I live on a fixed income.
Everybody both sides knows that there's no way in hell anyone would ever do some shit like that. There's no way.
I mean, it
he's going to
seems
do
to
that,
work.
and then he's going to fire a nuclear missile at Canada.
It works.
Why not try that one too? That's about as believable.
So what do you see? Where do we go as a country when half the country is just like literally anything Trump does is wrong no matter what? We get 4 years of Biden where they're burning everything down.
I don't think it's half, to be honest with you, Tim. I mean, we saw Trump win popular vote by 3-4%. I mean, it was enough. And one thing I think about too, I cannot wait these trade deals are done, and he's going to get them done. By the way, I mean all this,
big ones.
Crying wolf and terrified of your own shadow, over the tariffs. And I've gotten hit a little bit. I mean, I get a lot of merch sold off my X account, my website, whatever. It used to be 3 weeks to get my stuff. Now it's like over 2 months, and I get merch. Customers call me up going, cancel my order. It's been 2 months. I'm like, all right, well, it's not my fault. Stuff's sitting on a barge out in all of San Diego right now. But when this stuff happens, I mean, kind of like he was saying, too big to rig the election. Got that. And when you have at least 2 years, and if not 4 years of big stuff happening, and even drug costs going down, the economy is going to it is going to be on steroids with gasoline behind it. There's going to be anywhere for these libs to hide, especially when he's taken over some of their talking points and some of their policies and got out of the way. Just let me do it.
That's the hope.
And we look at their bullpen. Who have they got? I watch Fox News, Fox Business hours a day, and it's sort of droning on and on. Like, can we move on to the next story? Dems in disarray. Their approval rating is 26, and you have nobody. AOC, that's your knight in shining armor. Bernie, I mean, he's going to be dead in 6 months.
You think
he's Mr. Burns? Mr. Burns is never going to win a major election. So yeah, I don't. And another thing too with the
I got to stop you there. I'm going to say Hans Moleman, but continue.
I don't know who.
Hans Moleman.
Who?
The Simpsons reference. Hans Moleman. Mr. Burns is a billionaire. Bernie Sanders is Hans Moleman.
Okay. We'll
all the Simpsons fans are.
They know what's up.
Yeah, and I'm a Family Guy fan, but anyway.
Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.